Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy, Ryan Flowers, a.k.a. Clutch Sports Talk. And you guys know me from my weekly podcast show that I do every Wednesday, or I drop every Wednesday. But today is special. I'm starting a brand new series called Film Session with me, Clutch Sports Talk. Something that I've been talking about. It's been in the works, just trying to get more information. A few months ago, I did something similar about Patrick Mahomes, but now what I want to do now is give you guys a little bit more almost every week or every other week. I haven't decided yet. But today I got a special request to break down Deshaun Watson. I know there's a lot of quarterbacks out there, but this one was requested by a good friend of mine that I see on Instagram, the New Channel Sports guys on Instagram. They're from Houston, I believe. So they said, hey, man, you mind doing Deshaun Watson? I said, why not? Let's do it. I don't mind making him the first official Clutch Sports Talk film session, even though Patrick Mahomes was technically the first one. But anyway, let's just get into it. So basically what I'm trying to do for you guys here is just we're going to watch some film, from a coach's standpoint. Those who watch football, great. If you don't watch football, that's fine too. This is a great learning opportunity for you to learn a little bit of something about football. I'm going to go into details about certain things that I see, whether we're watching quarterbacks, running backs, defensive, different types of schemes. That's what the film session is all about. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I went ahead and I chose a game that the Texans played this. I mean, I was debating. I was going to use the playoff game they had against the Buffalo Bills last year. But I said, let's kind of keep it recent. So I ended up going to week 3, Texans versus Steelers. Obviously, the Texans lost the game, but they played pretty decently as far as scoring is concerned. So I thought it was a great opportunity to kind of see what Deshaun Watson did that day. So, and his team. So we're just going to go quarter by quarter, just the Texans plays, and we're going to dissect all of Deshaun Watson's plays. So let's just get straight into it. So we got 1st and 10, this first quarter, as you can see here. For those you don't know, this is NFL Game Pass. So they're 11 personnel, 1 back, 1 tight end. Okay, so ball looks pretty low. But as we see from the next shot here, that was by design. So most people would say, oh, that was a terrible throw. This play was a bust from the beginning. TJ Watt gets in there. He just throws it low, protects his running back. Incomplete pass. Nothing to write home about that play. That's actually a smart play instead of forcing some type of bonehead play. So we got 3rd and 5 now. He drops back. Good protection. Tight end's got to have that. It's a pretty good throw, good protection. It's 3rd and 5. You got to convert. That's not on Deshaun Watson. As you can see here, they're in 11 personnel. 11 personnel is 1 back, 1 tight end. A lot of teams run that. Good protection sets up. Boom. Tight end's got to have it. I couldn't tell if the DB. So they ended up punting on that drive. No points. So we're going to fast forward to their next possession. 2nd and 8. I'm not showing the running plays. We're just going to go straight into Deshaun Watson's play. So here we go. They're in the pistol formation. Motions over Randall Cobb. Quick handoff. All right. Gains about 5 yards from there. Fast forward 3rd and 8 now. Still in the first quarter. He's calling out the blitz, calling out the mic. See the Steelers looking like they're going to blitz. They don't. Good play right there by Deshaun Watson. As we'll see in the end zone camera here, you'll be able to see his movement in the pocket. He identifies the blitzer, which is good. They're showing pressure. They don't really show it. He steps up in the pocket, feels the pressure, and he finds his, I think that's Brandon, who's that? Brandon Cooks on a drag route coming across. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's basic quarterbacking 101. Next play, empty set here. Identifying the mic. For those of you who, when I say by identifying the mic, what he's doing is, let me pause that for a minute. He's identifying who is the middle linebacker. That's what he's pointing out in every play for the most part. That's more so for his line to understand the defense of alignment. So a lot of times quarterbacks will come out. I don't know, for those you know, they'll come out and say 58, 58, 52, 52, 53. They're identifying the Mike linebacker just so that way they know where the middle of the defense is at. And so that's why quarterbacks will do that. So sorry about that. So empty step, ball just snap, drops back, looks pretty comfortable. sets his feet, pretty decent ball, good completion for about what? Let's see, 17 yards. So as you can see here from the end zone perspective, good protection. Pittsburgh showed blitz, backs off. Wide receiver finds a nice soft spot in the zone. Really good ball right there, just drops it in. That's what you're supposed to do. But it's not easy to do in the NFL. All right. So we're going to skip 2nd and 8. They had ran the ball previously. Empty set again. 4-man rush. No blitz. Steps up in the pocket. And this ball just slightly, it needed to kind of be on a higher arc. And this is sometimes where Deshaun Watson, for me, kind of struggles sometimes, is that deep ball. This should have been a touchdown. You can see here, good protection, but he didn't set his feet properly. He kind of just lofted it up there. And watch, I'll run it back here so we can see it again. Motions the receiver over. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not the right. They ended up scoring on that play, but I wanted to go back to that other play before. To Brandon Cooks, I'm sorry. So right here, this is what I want to talk to you guys about. So good. Sets his feet, I guess. Just really wasn't a really good throw overall. Tough angle. But maybe too, the receiver wasn't running his route as well. So maybe just a little bit of miscommunication by those two. So, but here we can see it again here. He's got a pretty decent, a really good pocket here. Drops back, looks to the right, glances over to the left. And I think he just overthrew him. I don't know if Brandon Cooks was ready for that ball. So 3rd and 8. Motions the tight end over. They're in 11 personnel again. 1 tight end, 1 running back. Steelers looking like they're going to blitz. They send the blitz. Nice pocket. Back shoulder throw. Oh, excuse me. No, not back shoulder throw. Randall Cobb right there on the money. So we're going to see right here. Randall Cobb kind of runs a corner route. Boom, right there on the money. Perfect. Right where he caught him right in stride where he needed him to be. You know, perfect. It was just a perfect throw. So I want to watch that play one more time so you guys can see. So here's Randall Cobb. This is where the ball is going to. He's going to look right, look the safety off. They have 1 single high safety. So that means more likely they're in man coverage. So they have the right play called for this. Randall Cobb runs in, boom, beats the corner. Kind of like maybe an out route. And he put it right where he needed to be in space where Randall Cobb to do his thing and run. So yeah, they're in man right now. They're in man coverage. He identifies that perfectly. The safety comes down. Randall Cobb runs in, boom, bunts out, right on the money. Gives his opportunity, his receiver to run the ball in. So that was perfect by him. So we're fast forward. Pittsburgh Steelers got the ball. They got a field goal out of it. We're gonna go first play from their second drive. Play action pass, and he just gets sacked. We're gonna see from the touchdown perspective what he was looking at. Mind you, I have not looked at any of this tape yet, so I'm looking at it the first time the way you guys are looking at it. So play action. I think he had an opportunity to throw the ball to the tight end coming across here after the play. I think it's the tight end. We'll watch it here again. Right there, that ball's got to go. Ball's got to go out. And this is one thing about Deshaun Watson. He takes a lot of sacks. Granted, his offensive line hasn't been the best since he's been there, but in that moment in time, he's got to make that throw. And we're going to see it again here. We're going to see it again here. I'm gonna highlight. Here's the tight end right there. I believe it's Fells, 88. Almost like a quick slant, or like a post route. I know they sent some guys in, but he's got to deliver that ball and take the hit. Instead, he loses 8 yards, essentially killing your drive. So again, we'll watch it from here. Boom. Ball's got to go. Ball's got to go. They're in man coverage. So not something that you want to see out of your quarterback right there, but nonetheless, so we're moving on. It's third and 19. It's 2nd and 18. They're still up 7-3. Pretty basic route. Just a quick pass. Empty set. Texans run a lot of empty sets out here. They want to spread out the Steelers defense. They got 2 single high safeties. He's coming down now. They're in a zone. He sees it, finds the available. That's a good move. Even though, even though the defense was set up to not get beat over the top, he took what the defense gave him, and that's all you can do at this point. He didn't force anything. He identified that they were probably in a cover 2 zone. Pass rush got to him. He gets out of the pocket. Nowhere for him to go. He just chucks it, and they get out of there. No turnover, but that sack really set up that drive to fail. So we're going to move on to the second quarter. Second quarter, it's still 7-3 at this point. They're going the other way. Another empty set again. Empty set, identifying the Mike backer. He's coming up. He's probably going to blitz. Backs off. Doesn't blitz. Good protection. Pretty good ball. That's good identification of what he's looking at. This is what a lot of quarterbacks fail to do now. They don't read out defenses. Deshaun Watson did a really good job. He throws a really accurate ball. I'll give him credit for that. That pass looked pretty good. They just hand the ball off to David Johnson. We got 3rd and 6 now. 3rd and 6. Empty set again. Good job. Way to step up in the pocket. His offensive line gave him a lot of time. It didn't look like there was a lot of time in there, but in NFL standard, that's a lot of time. Watch, again, he's identifying blitzers, mics, everything. Steelers got a really good defense. He climbs the pocket, eyes are down the field, really good ball, sets it right down in the zone. You can't complain about that as a coach. You can't complain about that. So we're going to fast forward just a little bit to 3rd and 9 on the same drive. 3rd and 9 on the same drive. Empty set again. I don't know how many times you count empty set, but they were determined to spread out the Steelers. Looks like they're in the zone still. Gets out. Really good play. What I'll say about this is Deshaun Watson has good maneuverability. As you can see here, the pocket does collapse. Most quarterbacks probably get sacked, but he's quick enough. He's got the agility. What I really like about this play is towards the end. Right here, it breaks down, gets away from Watt, gets away from another guy, boom, finds the open receiver. His eyes are always down the field. He's not looking to run. So that was great. They end up scoring. I'll just show you guys a touchdown, but they're coming in, they're tight, and they just run home. So we're going to go straight to the 3rd quarter. I'm going to jump straight to the 3rd quarter. It's 21-20 now. Obviously, the Steelers have caught up. We're in the 3rd quarter now. Deshaun Watson, 11 personnel, 1 back, 1 tight end. Good pressure by the Steelers. Nowhere to go. He just had to go to this check down. They got good pressure up front. It didn't allow him to read, to stay in there and hang in there and make a deeper throw. He just had to take what they gave him, and that's what he did. He just found his check down, and that's the safer play. A lot of times quarterbacks, man, the safest play is usually the best play. So they ended up punting. Excuse me. Empty set again, showing blitz. Single high safety. He's coming down. Nowhere to go. Let's watch this again. Really nowhere to go. Looks like they were just all running verticals. He just got outside the pocket and made a good play and scrambled to get some yards. And that's the smart play instead of forcing it anywhere else. I'll take that. So that drive resulted in really nothing. They ended up running, getting a penalty. So we're going to fast forward. Here we go again. 11 personnel, tight end in the backfield. Quick slant, boom, on the money, caught him in stride. Well, this is something that a lot of quarterbacks are not, a lot of them don't do that well. You think it's a very easy throw. It's not, but he catches the receiver in stride, which allows him to get his yak yards after catch. Perfectly thrown ball. So far, to me, I think he's played pretty well, with the exception of that sack that he took. His rest of his team just is not supporting him. They couldn't really run the ball this game. Empty set again, drops back. Little happy feet, but he's looking to still, but his eyes were a little blinded, because if you notice here, you're going to see a guy, one of his players, come right down in this area, and he doesn't see it because he got happy feet, and his eyes start wandering. He looks right, not there, looks left, looking. If he had just looked over to his right, and I know I'm saying it looks easier than said than done. I'm not on the field, but maybe Mahomes makes that play. Aaron Rodgers sees that. So here we go. Next play. I believe that ball was tipped. So empty set again. There we go. Looking. Yeah, ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Nothing you can do about that, honestly. Oh, we saw that play already. So we're going to fast. We're almost done. Almost done, man. So we're going to go straight to the fourth quarter. Oh, we just saw this play. I believe we saw this play. Yeah, we saw that play. So they're still leading up until this point. It's the fourth quarter. They're up 21-20. Why they're not running the ball, I have no idea. Kind of like a quick jet pitch to Brandon Cooks was blown up. Didn't really work. Now you're forced at a 2nd and 15. This is a tough play call, because maybe you could still run the ball here, but depending on what you get. But they elect to pass. Incomplete. I don't know if that ball was even catchable, to be honest with you. The tight end was covered up pretty well. I think he just threw it low and away from him. Just threw it away from him. It just really wasn't an accurate throw. Not sure if the tight end would have made a play on it anyway, just because of how the defense was covering him. 11 personnel again. Drops back. So, yeah. Nothing ever good happens when you start throwing across your body. He had some initial reads that he probably could have made the safer throw, but this is where he kills you as well too. He does have a propensity of turning the ball over, as you can see here. Like right there, just throw him the ball. I know it's 3rd and 15. I know you're probably trying to get some yards, but now you don't even get a field goal attempt. And I'm going to back this play up a little bit, because I want you guys to see the overview on what I'm talking about. There's going to be a tight end that comes into his view right around here, I believe. He takes it. It's a safe throw right there. Just give him the ball. Just give this guy the ball. He completes it. Maybe he gets to the 45, the 45, the 35. And you kick a field goal, you go up 24-20, but you throw the ball away. It's an interception. It pumps the Steelers up. Now you've taken points off the board for your team. And I get it, it's 3rd and 15, but this is where you got to be smart. You got to be smart in this situation, and you just got to take what the defense gives you. They're not going to give you 3rd and 15. They're just not. They're set up to not give you 3rd and 15. So not sure what he was thinking in that play, but and come to find out, they end up getting a touchdown on that same drive that they got the interception on. So now the Steelers are up. So now it's 1st and 10, 6 minutes, 24 seconds left in the game. You already know what they're doing. Now their ears are pinned back. TJ Watt gets the sack. Nowhere for him to go on that play. Nowhere to go. because the defense knows what they're doing now. You know, offensive line got to protect him better. Maybe you keep that backer inside. Who knows? But I mean, he just got blocked right into the play. I'm not sure why the tight end maybe chipped him too hard. Tackle wasn't prepared. See, but this is when Deshaun Watson is not, he's just kind of average because you know now he's passing. And I get it. A lot of teams, a lot of quarterbacks will be like this, but this is what separates guys like Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. You know they're going to pass, but how are you going to stop them? This is where he needs to elevate his game. This is where he needs to step up and make the throws or make any plays in the game. You know, nowhere to go. Just a bad throw. Just a bad throw. The guy was open. Guy was open for a split second. We'll watch it again. We'll watch it again. But this is where he needs to be better. Just seemed like a lazy throw across the middle. Who was it to? Right there. Yeah, behind him when the guy was wide open. You'll see it closer here. I believe that was to, who was that? Cooks? Yeah, Cooks. You'll see him right over here. This is a very it's an available throw that he needs to make. Yeah. His feet weren't positioned properly, and he missed them, threw behind him. So they end up getting a false start. Now it's 3rd and 26 with 5 minutes left. Pittsburgh knows what they're doing. I mean, look at the defensive backs, how far they're playing off. Not much you can do here, really. They're not giving that up. So looks like a great throw. I mean, it's a good throw, but it's really, they just gave that to you. And so now they got to punt. They got to punt. And that's it. And, you know, and that's pretty much the game. That's it in a nutshell. So, you know, Deshaun Watson, you know, he played a pretty solid game, but the two things that really stood out to me was, one, the interception, where he took points off the board. Now, granted, the Steelers ended up going back and scoring a touchdown, but who knows? That can change the whole perplexity of the game. They go up 24-20. Maybe the Steelers, you know, don't get a touchdown. Maybe they come, or say they do get a touchdown. Then it's 27-24. Then all you need is a field goal to try to tie the game. But instead, now you need a touchdown to go and win the game. So it's these little things like that. I think he's a good player. He obviously there's probably other games that he's played well in, but it's a reason why Bill O'Brien is fired as well too. So he does have some ability. There was another play where he was able to identify what was going on. He got out of there and he just ran out. I think he got like 8 yards. Then he took a bad sack when all he had to do was just throw a guy that was open, but he went for the bigger play. I'm not gonna kill the guy. I mean, they ended up losing. I don't think it was really all in part of him. It's a team game. Obviously, your defense has to play better, but he helped them with the interception in that particular game. I think Deshaun Watson is not a bad player. He's a really good player. And as I do more film sessions, you're going to see the difference between him and a Russell Wilson and an Aaron Rodgers, because a lot of the times it's not because these guys are making just like the top guys are making just out of this world plays. It's they're making the small plays. They're making the right plays. Sometimes they're making the safe plays. And like, again, that interception could have, you know, maybe they don't throw that interception. Maybe they win that game. Maybe they keep the ball a little longer, or they kick the field goal, but who knows? It's all hindsight now, looking back at it, but not bad tape, not the bad tape. I know Steelers is a really good defense. They pressure you. They don't try to blitz too much. So it was that's why I chose that game to watch him do that, because I thought the matchup was pretty decent, especially because the Texans do pass a lot, and they didn't really do a good job running that game, but they ended up taking the L. But Deshaun Watson didn't look so bad, but I wouldn't say he was the reason they lost, but he did make some plays there that were kind of questionable, as you guys can see, which you don't get a chance to see when you're watching the games regularly. But so, hey, that's film session with me, Clutch Sports, with Ryan Flowers, man. Hey, I'm going to be doing this a lot more often now. Shout out to NFL Game Pass. For those of you who don't have NFL Game Pass, it's amazing. You can go back and watch games, I think, like 10 years in advance or 10 years in the past. You can break down film. You can watch it. If you love football the way I love football, it's definitely worth the investment. I think it's like $100. If you're military like me, you get like 25% off, or you can do like monthly installments, whatever the case may be. For me, it's worth it because I love watching stuff like that. But Deshaun Watson, hey, kudos to him. He's still a star in this league. He's not that upper echelon guy yet, even though he's getting paid like that, but he's still got a ways to go. Hopefully, with a new coach coming in, maybe they can work out some of the kinks that he has. But one thing I like about him, he's accurate. He looks down the field. He's not looking to just run, and he's got movability. He can move within the pocket. So those are the three things I like about him. What I want to see him grow on is just making the safer play sometimes, making the smarter play, not rushing anything. Those are the things like that, and the turnovers and the sacks. He's got to know when to throw the ball away, when to just eat it. And that sack that he took in one of the clips there, he probably could have thrown that ball away and completed it. But hey, like I said, that's all hindsight. But Deshaun Watson, hey man, you were my first official film session. Thanks for the shout out, New Channel Sports guys. This one was for you guys. But hey, for those of you who want to see your quarterback or any other team player, whatever you want to spotlight, let me know. Leave your comments in below. Make sure you subscribe to Clutch Sports Talk on YouTube. You can also hit me up on Instagram at clutch.sports.talk. Leave me all your comments there. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate it. Until next time, everybody, this is Clutch Sports Talk with Ryan Flowers Film Session. Never settle till the work is done. Let's go, everybody.